a wonderful Friday and staying warm and cozy. Um, Today's meeting will be brief. I know that Lindsay is posting the sign-in sheet for us, and I resent out the agenda last night, and so that everybody is on the same page about kind of what we're doing. And so we'll get going and move pretty quick today. So number two, I had on the agenda to review of SHAC bylaws. And the reason I have this on the agenda is because that our district policy has been updated in 2022 and 2023, and the bylaws were created in 2022. And so remember, after every legislative session, our board policy updates. And so I want to make sure that our SHAC bylaws match what our board policy is, because it doesn't work if they're going against each other. And I don't think there's any major anything. It's just a few little tweaks here and there. And so when we know who is going to be the chair and co-chair, then we will they will send out a thing to, if you want to respond and like help out and just kind of read through the policy and then read through the bylaws and see where it matches perfectly, and then where it doesn't, then we can go from there. Okay. So on our next piece of information, do we have, I'm making sure that we've got are enough people. Is everybody in from the who needed to join the meeting? Lindsay?
Yes, there's no one in the waiting room.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we have, let's see, we need a quorum of members. So we've got 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we're waiting, I think, for 1 or 2 more, and then we should be good. While we're waiting, if we want to talk about information items, Danette, you are here representing ACE. Lindsay can unmute you and we can go for the talking about our information items for the community health fair.
Hi, everyone. My name is Danette Perez. I am the ACE coordinator for Smithville ISD, and that is our after-school program for kinder through 5th grade kiddos. Part of our ACE grant requires us to have monthly family engagement events, and at the beginning of each year, we survey our parents to see what kind of events they would like to do. One of the hot topics was health-related things. So we started planning this health fair a few months back, and when the city of Smithville, which includes Judy Bergeron and the Rural Whole Health Coalition, they serve our county as well as many of our surrounding counties, heard that we were planning an event, they decided that they wanted to kind of jump on and just have one big thing. So that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. It is going to be on March 8th at the Rec Center. We already have about 30 vendors that have signed up. That is a mix of organizations in our community that maybe offer free services or they offer any kind of medical services. Also included in that, we do have a few local businesses that have signed up, willing to bring games and prizes for the kids to make it fun for them as well. I have the vendor sign up. If anyone is interested in joining, I would love to have you. We still have plenty of space. And in addition to the things that I've mentioned, we are going to have free blood pressure checks. We are going to have free hearing and vision screenings. essentially everything that we have going on at the health fair is free. One thing that we are doing though is robotics. The Smithville ISD robotics, they are working to fundraise for their summer programs. And so they will be on site with, I think, waters and healthy snacks. That will cost, but nothing else at the event is going to cost any attendees anything. The best way that you can help is we have a commercial that's posted on our Smithville ISD after school Facebook page. And then we also have a flyer that's kind of been going around. So if you guys could share that. And then in addition to that, I would be happy to take any volunteers, whether you want to set up a table to pass out information, or if you just kind of want to help with setup or cleanup. Does anybody have any questions? Okay, well, I think that's all I have. So unless anybody has questions, I will put my email in the chat and you're more than welcome to reach out to me.
All right, next up on our information items is our community challenge. If you want to participate, Smithville, I think last time we checked was in second or third place, Lindsay. And all you have to do is log in and do the health challenge, either to eat healthier or to be able to, sign up how many steps you want. You can do as little or as much as you would like.
Yes.
Okay.
Definitely need more participation.
Absolutely.
Claim our title.
Do you know how many people we have at this point who are signed up?
I don't have it off the top of my head. Sorry. I can try to pull it up. I know that the city of Smithville and the public library have been super involved in getting points logged. So anytime you eat a meal that has fruit or vegetables, anytime you do any sort of health-based activity, it could be walking, dancing, stretching for 5 minutes. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything extreme. And yeah, Judy may have some more information about that. She has a hand raised.
Thank you. I mostly just wanted to say that the advantages of It's Time Texas, or the Healthier Texas Community Challenge, is it makes us think about the healthy activities that we're doing. We're drinking more water, we're eating the right foods, and taking an opportunity to get some exercise, like Lindsay said, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So encourage anybody that you know that's not signed up to sign up. You can send them a text, and then you get extra points if they sign up and log in some activities. So I'll encourage everybody to participate, and maybe we can climb back up to the top.
Thank you, Judy.
Okay. So I see that we are coming up on a quorum here. And so what we'd like to do now is to work to see if we can get a chair, co-chair, and secretary at this time. Any questions before we start? Okay, so how this is going to work is if you want to nominate yourself or someone else, we are willing to take nominations. If there's more than one person who wants a role, then we'll give each person 2 minutes and then we will take a vote. If you could please, when we vote, make sure that okay, Michelle Rutherford, thank you for nominating yourself for co-chair. Lindsay, can you kind of watch the chat here for a second?
Yes.
So for chair, do we have anyone who is, okay, Elizabeth Magson is nominating for chair, Michelle co-chair. Do we have any seconds to either one of those?
Can I verbally second instead of chat? I will second both Michelle Rutherford as co-chair and Elizabeth Magden as chair.
Okay, do we have, anybody else who is wanting to have chair, co-chair? Okay, Candy Beely would like to be secretary. All right, can I have a second for Candy to be secretary?
I'm on a roll. I'll second Candy for secretary.
All right, thank you very much. So with that, we'll just take a vote of the membership. If you could please put up your hand or your digital hand so that we can get an accurate count.
Will we do these one
Okay.
at a time?
So for chair, we are nominating Elizabeth Magden. Okay. Rebecca, are we seeing your vote? And maybe Rebecca Scaife, because she is dealing with students too while she's on chat. Okay, and then let's look at Michelle Rutherford as co-chair. If you could please put up your hands.
I don't think I know how to vote.
So if you can do your hand, or you can turn on your camera and raise your hand, or you can put it in the chat.
I'm gonna turn on my camera and raise my hand.
Yep,
Okay.
perfect. Yep, raise your hand. Okay, very good. All right, and then for Candy Beely as secretary, please raise your hand. Okay. All right, and
I got a good count.
Lindsay, you got them? If not, we can go back on the
I was gonna
recording.
say, I have a recording, so I can go back and
Yes, okay,
make sure I
perfect.
got all the right.
All right. So with that being said, thank you, ladies, for stepping forward to assist the team, because we're gonna do some work pretty quick this semester to get some things done. I really appreciate it, and I will get with Liz and Michelle and Candy about how we're going to push out the bylaws plus all the policy pieces, and that way we can kind of divide and conquer on that piece. And then our next item up is for, let's see, public comments, and we did not have anyone sign up for public comments. And then agenda items for next meeting. The only thing I have down right now is the minutes from the September meeting and this meeting. We'll vote on those because now we have officers in place. And then the also the SHAC bylaw review, if that's good with everybody. Okay.
If we
So
could add another item to the agenda, and it may be automatically on there, but information about how the health fair goes, and also information on the CATCH program, the physical education program.
Now, do we have any more meetings do we have this school year?
So technically we have 2 more, because you're supposed to have 4 that are mandatory. But what we can do is, if we see that we need to add another one, because I do want to talk about us as a team coming up with some fitness goals to make sure that we are in compliance with our local board policy, because those should be part of our wellness plan, but also in our district improvement plan. And we can even set, like by 5 years from now goals, right? But that we're incremental in what that looks like. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but for those of you who've been on SHAC for a really long time, we've never gone through like fitnessgram data.
Yes, we have had those reported to us. When Miss Weinheimer was the nurse, we would
Okay.
have a report yearly with those.
So we should have that data by the end of May. So it may be a good time for us, to kind of have a wrap up end of year meeting, set some goals for next year too, because I know we also have to do the health and wellness food piece with Candy at some point in the spring as well. And so we will talk through all of that. Does anybody have anything else that we want to bring forward for next meeting?
I was only asking if there was more than one because I do need to bring up with our summer feeding program, but I'd like to do that at the very last meeting of the year,
Okay.
as well as our triennial wellness policy, and do that at the end, the last meeting of the year, both of
Okay,
them.
so you'll just have to remind me on that one. Keep me straight. Ms. Hernandez says, can we add special and or mental health information for parent resources? So the SHAC doesn't do so much special education. That is through Tracy Johnson, our SPED director. But on the mental health and parents resources, we can definitely talk through that, because Miss Saunders, I don't know if you've seen or not, our new counselors page with parent resources and different community resources that we have. So that is a website that is constantly in motion, even for things like food accessibility, temporary housing, all those kinds of things that are important. So thank you, Ms. Hernandez. Oh, thank you, Ms. Saunders, for posting that. So, Ms. Magden, I'm going to let you, since you are running the show now, I'm going to let you adjourn the meeting because we got it done pretty quick.
Great. I just want to say I'm looking forward to serving with this whole committee this year and making some good progress. So I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that motion.
All right. Well, everybody stay warm. I know it's supposed to be super cold tonight. I really appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks all.